everybody, I'm back. So today I'm so excited. I'm like so excited because I'm going to be doing a book review about Red Hill by Jamie McGuire. I love Jamie McGuire. Let me just tell you how much I love this woman. So what I did is what any good person who really loves an author would do, and that's stalk the crap out of them. So, which brings me to Red Hill, Red Hill, Red Hill, Red Hill, Red Hill. Okay, so I got this book back in like November, December, maybe. Like I said, I'm a huge Jamie McGuire fan, and anything she writes, I'm on it. Okay, now put that with the fact that she loves The Walking Dead. And then she wrote a book about zombies, which is like another one of my favorite things to ever read about. I was like, this woman was created for me. Thank you, Lord, for giving me an author that knows what I want. I gave myself like 2 to 3 days to read it because, you know, I'm a mom. It took me one night because I started it and I was up till like 7 in the morning reading it, and the next day I was absolutely tired, but it was so worth it. This book is about the zombie apocalypse. It is told in the point of view of 3 different people, which is really cool because you not only get to see the protagonists, the main protagonist, which is Scarlett. You not only get to see her view of things, but you also get to see some of the other survivors' point of view, which I thought was really cool, which is Nathan and Miranda. Scarlett is a single mom, and she has 2 girls. So the day of the apocalypse, she drops her girls off at school, and, you know, she tells them she loves them, and they're gonna go with their dad. Their dad's gonna pick them up, blah, blah, blah. So these things, because that's just weird, but she works at a hospital. And okay, can I just say this, Jamie McGuire? Because if you're watching this character is... I swear, because I've stalked you so much that I know these things, and I probably shouldn't know these things because that's just weird. But is Scarlett based off of you? Because I know you used to work as an x-ray tech. So yeah. Inquiring minds want to know. So anyway, and okay, wait, and let me pause, time out. Another thing, Jamie McGuire, the 2 girls, I know I read like the back of the book where it says you thanked your girls, and when I was reading the description of the girls, I was like, oh my gosh, it kind of like really does remind me a lot of your girls. I didn't know when I read the back of the book. I was like, oh, that's so neat. So, okay. Anyways, let's move on. So we have Scarlett. She works at a hospital. She's an x-ray tech, and she also works for a doctor. Like, she used to clean his house and stuff, and he has a property out on this place called, and they call it Red Hill Road, and it's really out in the middle of nowhere, so kind of a perfect setting. And I guess Scarlett, when she used to joke around with her girls, would say if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, this would be like the perfect place to come to because it's so out of the way and it's stockpiled with food and stuff like that. And there's a well there, so they would have water. And then, okay, so then the next character we have is Nathan. He is married, not happy in his relationship, but he's still with his wife. And he has a young daughter. When the apocalypse happens, he goes to his house to go get his wife, but she has left a note, and she left him. That made me sad because I was like, that's messed up, but you know what? Hey. So he takes his daughter, and the first person he thinks about, and the first place he takes his daughter is to his brother-in-law, which is his, I guess, ex-wife family. So they go there because he knows he has a large supply of guns and could, you know, help him protect his daughter. So that's where he goes. And then it cuts over to Miranda, and it's Miranda, and there's her sister and their boyfriends. And they are in, they're actually the doctor that Scarlett, it's kind of confusing. So Okay, so Miranda and her sister know Scarlett because Scarlett works with their dad at the hospital, and Scarlett used to come and clean their house on Red Hill Road. So they are on their way to, actually to Red Hill anyway, prior to the zombie apocalypse happening, because they were going to go and spend time with their dad. And on the way there, like, all hell is breaking loose all around them. Everybody doesn't really know what's really going on, because seriously, who's gonna know? Like, you see somebody taking a bite out of somebody and you're like, what the hell? Like, when a zombie apocalypse, if it ever does happen, I seriously don't think that a lot of people are going to know what's going on, just like this book described. And that's what I really liked about it, was because of the fact that I felt it was really true to a point. You know what I mean? Like, if a zombie apocalypse did happen, there was a girl that comes in for an x-ray that Scarlett sees, and she was bitten by, she told her, oh, you know, I got bit by a bum on my way, I think they were at a club or something, and the zombie had bitten her, and her boyfriend fought the zombie off. Didn't know at that point, they didn't know it was a zombie, they just thought it was a bum. So so to me it was very true in that essence, because I was like, if there ever is a zombie apocalypse, people aren't going to know that it's a zombie apocalypse. I mean, people are just going to be eating people or taking bites out of people, and they're not going to know that that's what it is. I was kind of like, that's very true, you know. Scarlett is on her way to Red Hill to, you know, because she's one, trying to get away from the zombie apocalypse, and two, she is, because she had always told her daughters, like, you know, if anything ever happened, if by chance it ever does happen, go to Red Hill. So she tries to get to her ex-husband's house, but she doesn't find them there, so she kind of like leaves them a note. It was so sad. And I think I was like ready to cry, because I was like, I could understand that. Like, if my kids were separated from me during a zombie apocalypse, I think I would be flipping the F out, because seriously, not knowing if they're okay or not, knowing that they're out there vulnerable and alone, I totally understood. And in Nathan's case, I was like, there's some tense moments where you're just like, oh my God, don't do that, don't run, or, you know, you're just like, run, oh my God. Oh God, it was crazy, but I loved this book. I highly recommend it. If you are into zombies, if you just, it was just anxiety. I had anxiety because I was like, oh my God, you know, if you like The Walking Dead, stuff like that, this book is definitely for you. I recommend it, not only just because it's Jamie McGuire, but because this book is really that good. Like, it really like spoke to me on that level of, like I said, realness, because of the fact that if there ever was a zombie apocalypse, we probably wouldn't even know it, you know? And there's a lot of stuff that happens, and I was so sad. I think I cried, because there are a few times that I cried. I'm a big crybaby. Some people probably wouldn't cry, but I did. As a mother, I felt it, as, you know, just as a human being, like, to see people that you knew around you turning into these monsters. And it was such a great book. I really, really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the secondary characters. They really brought the book to life for me. I was never dull. You know, sometimes when you read books and they're like all so similar, kind of, and I've read a lot of zombie books, and, you know, it's all about survival and, you know, trying to just make it, and knowing that you have to have a group of people around you, because without them, you're not really going to survive. And these people all have to come together and trust one another, you know, just learn to live in this new world. And I really, really, really enjoyed the book. Like I said, a lot of angst, a lot of drama, and I just really enjoyed it. So if, like I said, you enjoy zombie books, you enjoy The Walking Dead, I think this is a really good book for you to read. It was very well written. I followed along with the plot very well. There was no holes. I didn't feel like it needed anything extra. I think it was just spot on. And even the ending, I wasn't like, what the, I didn't feel like that. I felt like it all came full circle, and I really did enjoy it. So if that's something that you enjoy, go ahead and check this out. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching.